We are in the premises of I.I.T. Fonda, Goa. It is the temporary premises of I.I.T. and they will finally go in at another destination which is yet being worked on. Yeah, because Professor Dr. P.K. Mishra, the director of the institute, and he is going to talk to us about what is happening in I.I.T. Goa. Doctor, thank you so much for your time that you have given us.
Thank you.
The reason we are here, Doctor, is to tell our people in the state of Goa what this IIT is all about. It has got such a lot of eminence in the country that we are very, very happy that you all have decided to open a branch in Goa. We are really delighted about it.
Well, IIT is a sort of phenomenon by itself.
That's right.
And it's a very old concept, and it started way back in 1950. I would say the oldest IIT was established in Kharagpur.
Right.
And then came IIT Bombay, and all 60s around that, 3-4 big IITs in Kharagpur, Bombay, followed by say Kanpur and Madras. And all these IITs started about around same time, and that time country needed such type of institute, premier institute that will provide the technical and scientific backup to country's progress.
Yes,
and all these steel plants, power plants, all these things were coming up, and to be on your own, so to speak, we needed this technical backup. And over a period of time, if you consider from 1960 onwards until today, IITs have made a very big contribution to the nation's economy and human capital, so to speak. Not only in our country, if you go abroad, IITs, if you tell anybody that you are from IIT, there is a different kind of response. Absolutely. It's only last week, Queen's University in England, they announced that they are going to take our JEE students, admit them into their program. So the exam procedure and IIT itself has made a brand for itself.
So one question that always comes to the mind of the normal people. Now I know you all are the intellectual people of our country, but just to make our normal people understand, what is the difference between an engineering college, an NIT, and IIT?
Well, people they differ on perhaps on definition. There is no such definition as such. And so if you look at today in our engineering colleges in India and the next level, next year colleges, NIT and IIT, the mandate is sort of different. And the NITs, for example, they give a very strong industry support, backup, and provide leadership there, and that area they capture. And any engineering college today, they provide the technical manpower. Almost 50% of our engineers today, they go to the job market from that sector. And if you come to IITs, 23 IITs, they provide kind of leaders for tomorrow. Okay, and that's the kind of education we sort of encourage here, which blends teaching as well as research. Very high quality research capability we have, which we ask our students to sort of imbibe in their daily routine of academics. So the research bent is also there, which eventually leads to innovation. And we create that innovation platform. IIT Goa, although it's starting only barely 3 years old, but we have our innovation portal here, already we are thinking of, we have already a startup running, selected through different levels of competition, and now other people are also coming and joining hands. So that is quite unique. Here ideas are at work, and we convert those ideas to solve real life problems.
Coming to our own students in Goa, how many students do you take on an average?
Generally, there is nothing called Goa students
okay.
coming to I.I.T. So they go through this joint entrance examination, and if they qualify, supposing one students they qualify very well, the choice is up to them whether they want to join Goa or go to Kanpur or go to Bombay. It depends on their rank and their preference. So on that basis, almost if you ask me about IIT Goa, every year we get one student opting to join IIT Goa. Anyway, we don't have that many positions right now because we are starting. There are several other constraints. Therefore, we take about 90 students per batch, and in that one or two students you will find they are from Goa.
And if those students say Goa is a small place and transport has got its own problems here. Suppose somebody is from the north of Goa, would he have to stay in a hostel here? Or
hostel, yeah, this is a residential program, and therefore we have provided fantastic, I'll take you and show you there, very good hostels, and which we have constructed for our students.
Okay.
So its capacity is about 650 students can stay there, and inside that we have basketball court, tennis courts, and very good messing service. So that facility we have created in this short span of 3 years.
And generally about students, is there a scholarship for, say, the poorer community?
Well, scholarship, they bring their own merit comments and other scholarships are there. And state governments also provide scholarships through different channels. These days, Government of India started through different banks this Vidya Lakshmi loan program. So student education loan is very attractive and affordable. So everybody will get an opportunity. Just because you don't have money, you can't study in IIT, that is now ruled out. Okay, so I don't think today as I speak anybody is not studying IIT due to lack of funds. Money is not a constraint. Yeah.
So tell me also about the specialization. Are there many specializations, or it's only one IIT program where people study everything?
No. Based on your preference and rank, you get into different branches of engineering. And we have three major, in fact, from this year we are adding another engineering branch. So we had computer science and engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and we are adding mathematics and computing, BTech in mathematics and computing from this year. So we have 4 branches now.
But also, sir, I read in your website that you have a school of humanities and social sciences.
Yes.
So is that a separate branch by itself, or how does that work?
Well, in many respects, we want to make IIT Goa unique. In Goa, the cultural aspect is very strong here. We find many local people, we want to engage them in our educational program. And we have introduced 4 compulsory courses, humanities courses, for our undergraduate students. So there will be faculty members coming to School of Humanities, and they will join there and they take charge of these courses. In addition to that, we are going to introduce, which we are debating at this stage, that a BTech student can opt for a BS in humanities at the second year, end of second year, around that time. If he or she chooses to pursue humanities as a career in IIT. Therefore, we have started that school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor, the other thing is that I also read in your website. By the way, your website is very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
You have signed an MOU
Yeah.
for machine learning. What is that all about?
Yeah, that is this machine learning is basically many students are showing interest in this, and this is a very evolving research area and has got tremendous application in from agriculture to education, and we have some faculty members here those who are experts in machine learning. So this company that is based in California, Davis, they have signed an MOU with us. Through them, we are doing one artificial intelligence workshop and a competition among students. And data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, they are all combined, and they are trying through those techniques and tools, we are trying to solve certain problems that is specific to Goa, for example. Precision agriculture, precision education, all these things, new machine learning, applications that we are currently considering. Hopefully, in another couple of years, we'll have some results and we'll be able to show that how we can contribute to this tech.
So, what you're really saying is that you are specifically looking at problems of Goa and getting your students and faculty to find solutions to our problems.
That's correct.
Wow.
That's correct.
Wow, that is really something special.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Very, very good. Very interesting. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Okay. Doctor, see, I know that you are linked with Bombay I.I.T. So, do your faculty members come from Bombay?
They do. Used to come till last semester. This semester also we have one faculty member from computer science and engineering. He is agreed to stay with us for another 1 year. Little bit of handholding is required, okay. And we need senior faculty members from IIT Bombay. They come and teach here for a semester. They go. Right now we have recruited about 45 young faculty members. So they will take care of our routine academic load, and in addition to that, we get whenever we need IIT Bombay faculty members.
And what about the students? Do students go to Bombay for their workshops?
They do, and the last batch of PhD students, all of them, they took their courses in IIT Bombay. And undergraduate students also go there and avail the facilities such as tinkering labs and other advanced laboratory facilities. They do go.
Just to change the subject a little bit, the media is telling us that nowadays engineers, I'm not talking about I.I.T, the general engineering colleges, the job situation is not that bright today. How does that thought actually true or not true?
Well, I tend to disagree. Job situation was never all that bad in engineering disciplines. It's just that how you prepare yourself for tomorrow's job market. So that's where IIT education assumes a very important role. Now, today, let's look at it from this perspective. There's a huge successful startup concept. 35% of startups today in India are coming from engineering, this thing. Now, who all are doing that? And you'll be surprised, almost $4 billion of startup money has gone into this. And therefore, quite a lot of people, they are involved in startups. In addition to that, the kind of industries that are these days coming up, other than the traditional sector, like steel, power, mining and all other things, In other sectors, there is a lot of opportunities out there. I can't give you data right now because we haven't gone through placement. But given what other IITs are going through, what you are suggesting that there is a problem in the job market, that is far from true.
Okay. So it's not true, okay.
Yeah.
But if a student who is really good in the engineering sector,
Yeah.
study-wise,
Yeah.
what is the area you would suggest that he should go in? Mechanical, electrical, civil, or should he go into AI or machine learning or those kind of things?
Yeah, all areas are equally good as long as you have to be good first of all in whatever your chosen area of study. I would say that evolving areas that you are saying, that artificial intelligence, big data analysis, those are there, and students, they will be opting. But for that, everybody need not be in computer science and engineering.
Yeah, that's right.
If you have that flair from mechanical engineering, you can also do that. That only IITs provide that. That kind of blending is available only in IIT system. In addition to that, to address this job issue, what we have done, I think, which is quite unique to IIT Goa, that we have introduced a 6 months industrial internship. So our students can take a break during their study around 6th or 7th semester and join the industry for 6 months. So that industry will come to know, and when they see you, for a period of 6 months, they will be in a better position to evaluate. And your chances of getting a job in that particular company suddenly goes up. So I hope next year we will have a very good position in terms of placement.
This is a different question altogether. In terms of your IIT experience in Bombay, IIT Kharagpur, etc., how many students have really set up their own business straight away after finishing the IIT? Would you have an idea?
Well, I can't give you a number,
Just a rough thing.
but I would say from what I see, take my example. For example, when I was teaching in IIT Kanpur, that was back then in I would say 2005. We started a company, and the BTech student who was working with me, he took that company forward. Wow. So there are in every batch, about those days, at least 5% of students, they were showing interest in doing something on their own.
Okay.
So today that number must have gone up. And sitting in IIT, you may not be able to realize that, but once they go outside, several of them, they do something.
Many students all the time talk about money.
Yeah.
Now, a normal IIT student from your institute as compared to an engineering college, what would be the difference in emoluments?
The figure I can quote, the IIT Bombay, for example, the median salary of a fresh graduate, undergraduate, would be around 8 to 10 lakhs annual. In comparison to that, if you talk about general engineering colleges, it must be half. Yeah. So that sort of helps. Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time. I just got one final question for you.
Yeah.
What is the advice you would give our students in Goa about IIT?
If you have really crushed JEE hurdle, so to speak, you must consider IIT Goa. There are many unique features that you will notice here. I have already told you that humanities option, and I have already told you 6 months industrial internship. In addition to that, to make your stay psychologically comfortable and to minimize your stress level, we are for the first time going to introduce this program. There will be no F grades. everybody will pass in the first year of their study, which is quite unique, which will be quite unique to IIT Goa, so that the atmosphere will be such that when a new student comes to IIT Goa, they are not graded so that somebody is first, another one is last. So that situation is now troubling many students, because they were good at some stage or other. Suddenly we have to rank them, and many of them, they are unable to cope with that. So to address that, we have done away with this grading in the first year, and that's quite unique here in IIT Goa. Other than academics, Goa is Goa. It offers. It's already IIT Goa has already created a band for itself. The branding is due to Goa. So if you want to, come for IIT education, we have very high quality faculty here. The kind of facilities that we are going to provide here is comparable to any other IIT, and we get a strong backup from IIT Bombay.
Well, you heard that, all of you students, that this is the place. If you really, really mean to make a success of your life and you have chosen the right stream in engineering, there is no better place than I.I.T. Goa. And you heard it directly from the director, Dr. Mishra, and you can come and see me anytime if you want any further tips on how to manage very well. The first year there is no ranking, no this, you straight away pass, because all of you are brilliant students, and you will really do well, and do well not only for yourself, for your family, for the state of Goa, more importantly for our nation. So thank you very much, Doctor. Very kind of you to give me your time, and I'm sure this will be an opening for our students to think a little bit better and say, why not I also join?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.